Chris, me, Jason, and Randy. Because
Yeah,
I always seem to mess this up.
Explicit. One Joe Young presents
Well, we're gonna
Adventures
find
from the
out.
Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
And I promise you will be able to find us on iTunes and stuff with newer episodes sometime soon. Although if you're hearing this, you're probably already caught up. We are here in the virtual shed for virtual adventures from the shed, virtually starting at this virtual time. I am Joe. I'm our Dungeon Master for this continuing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. Never going to give you up. We are going to go around our virtual table and virtually say hi to the virtual people that are here with their virtual hats and virtual puffy hair. Let's get started.
I do not have virtual puffy hair. This is Chris. I am playing Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe, Dragonborn Paladin Extraordinaire.
That's quite the introduction. I'm Eli. I'm playing Erithna Siegfried, who does not have virtual poofy hair, instead has real poofy hair. Be jealous.
And I'm Jason playing Belle G. Waffle. Her currently here in just a magnificent voice and not on video for those of you who are seeing video because camera issues. Yeah.
Camera.
And I'm Virtual Randy with virtual poofy hair who plays Virtual Miles, who is a virtual bard for this virtual campaign.
Wow. Gosh, who says virtual that much? Seriously.
Some jerk.
Stupid jerk.
Needs to do robot voice the whole time.
There you go. You have to be a robot. You cannot go into any other tones.
I use magic missile.
Hey, then we might get some auto-tune on him.
Oh, yeah. If we get some production going here.
Sorry, man. Oh.
Let's let's do a quick recap for somebody who might remember a little bit of what happened. I know Randy mentioned before we got started that he got a baseball bat to the face out of the room. Randy, why don't you give us what you remember as a recap from our last session?
So we entered the bottom room, and there were like 4 skeletons that we quickly dispatched. I believe we knocked one's head off into the other one's rib cage, and then Miles knocked the other one's head off into the other one's rib cage. And then we're like, let's go into that door. And there was this big, giant zombie mare who was like, what? And then he stomped us to the ground, or at least Miles to the ground. And then that's where we kind of left off. Belle was about to do some amazing magic with some daggers.
Absolutely. That's what Belle does.
Just to
I like the just
stabby
stomped
magic
into the ground, the giant zombie mare. That's a good one. I'm going to go ahead and let's share this screen out here with where we were.
I forgot the part where I forgot the part where he was like, recount votes or I sue.
Interestingly enough, for those who care, we recorded the episode well before the U.S. elections, presidential elections started. And as we sit here today, after the election should be over, we're still counting votes. So the mayor hasn't been unseated yet, guys. Let's see what happens in our game. We are going to pick it up with Belle at the top of the order. I'm going to stick with the baseball references for a little bit here.
Batter up.
But we're at the top of the order. So Siegfried, remember you're coming into bat cleanup soon after Abraxas takes the whiff.
Joe, it looks like we're at the bottom of the 9th. We got some batters on all.
And I'll tell you, Belle G. Waffle is good with hits to left field on the second flag Tuesday of every other month.
I think he could just do it. Let's see what he's got.
And here's the pitch.
All right. So before last game ended abruptly due to fun internet connections, Belle was running up and tried to climb up the zombie mayor's head, and with both daggers tried to, again, cut the head off as best as he could. That's where we are. And then that move was so amazing that it actually caused our DM to lose internet connection.
It did. Everything just crashed. So that is what I would like to do and continue on there. So I would actually like to be on top of the actually zombie mayor's head. And I think I saw that movie once, On Top of the Zombie Mayor.
and then trying to take both daggers and trying to just, again, cut across the throat as best as I can.
Outstanding. Well, he does have a big neck, so it's going to take a substantial slice to get something that really hurts him. Let's see what Bell ends up with here.
Okay, so first roll is a 16.
Oh, a 16 is going to hit.
Excellent.
That was a risky move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
And that is, I don't know if I get sneak attack damage since I ran up its head. But
in this case, no, because you guys barged into his office.
All right, so that's 7 piercing damage to him then.
7. I got to remember which screen is which here, so bear with me a moment. I think I was saying this before too, but I assure you I am reducing hit points from said thing. Go ahead with your other dagger.
Other dagger attack. That is a 19.
19, yes. And by the way, your 16 hit because you got past his shield if you're climbing up him. I was just giving you that.
Excellent. And that's
where that.
Uh-oh. You guys all froze, so it was probably me.
Yeah.
Are we back? Are we good?
Yeah, everyone's moving again.
Okay.
It froze on you drinking your whatever.
My lemon Diet Coke.
So that is 7 more points of damage.
7 more. I can do that. All right. So at this point, I'll give everyone fair warning. The bigger your miss on your swing, the chance you'll have of toppling Bell. I'll throw that out there for Abraxas.
That's okay. I'll have a good.
Now, granted, if you just swing at the guy and you don't roll a 1, I'm not going to penalize you.
Oh,
I'm just setting up your fail. That's all.
Was I grappling this guy last time? I can't remember. Was it this guy?
You grappled somebody before?
Yeah, you grappled him, yeah.
Yeah, so he was in a pin, so he's at a disadvantage. I think I was just going to keep that on and just keep choking him out. Yeah.
All right, let's try that. Let's do an opposed strength check again. Because you are actually trying to do more than just grapple him as far as, like you said, choking him out. So,
oof, that's a horrible roll.
Ooh, you got a 6. Let's see what the strength check for the mayor is.
Yeah, I think it's what he rolled last time. I rolled high.
Yeah,
I think he's going to get out of this. Get out of it. Oh, he is at a disadvantage.
At a disadvantage, so I got to roll that twice then.
Yeah, he is definitely at a disadvantage for anything he does.
Oh, we have it rolled twice. I did. That was a mistake, wasn't it? Jasper rolled it twice, accidentally, my producer. However, the lower roll is an 8. The higher roll was a 20.
Well, he still gets out.
So, well, yeah, at this point, we're just going to say it's not quite a stalemate. He's starting to break your hold, which means on his turn, he'll have an attack this time.
Okay.
Not unless I have something to say about it.
Yeah, I accidentally just kicked Abraxas in the face as I was climbing up and just threw him off, holding him.
I'm on his back. It's okay.
Siggy.
So, did I go? I went into this fight with my shield. Darn it.
Remember, as far as the rules go and as far as I'm concerned, you are well versed with your weapons and defenses that you can just swap things around as a free
that's
action.
right. I always forget that. Yeah. So in that case, I'm
and you don't even need to drop your shield. You can sling it over your shoulder or whatever you normally do with it and grab the two-handed weapon and flare. Give me some flare.
Okay, so here's what Siegfried's going to do. He's just going to drop his shield completely just so that it hits the floor. He's going to swing with his greatsword, and regardless of if he hits or misses, he's going to use his foot to flip and kick the shield back onto its arm.
Nice. Let's go for it.
Let's see how well I can actually hit with my greatsword this time.
Maybe it's going to be better than not so great this time. Do you want to say the number?
So I've got a.
You know what? I will, because I like your style, kid. We're gonna let you attack with advantage because as I described it, he's just starting to break his hold from Abraxas.
Yay!
Give us another roll.
Anybody who cares to know.
All right, so
I've got
the way that you drop the shield the light from whoever was carrying a torch at some point glared off the mayor's eyes, inviting you to take one more roll.
Okay.
I just got to see you get something. The world is your oyster, and you will not shuck it.
Strike 3! He's out of there.
Isn't that a natural 1?
What?
It was.
What? We're
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside.
So I'm guessing he baseball bats me off the top of the mayor's head.
Something tells me that's
point.
the best case scenario.
At this point, you know what, Siegfried, the sword, your fancy maneuvering your sword just leaves your grip, and it's just going to go flying and stick in the wall on the opposite side of the room. So that's where we're going to leave that for now.
Oh,
That,
nice. An
you
improvised
disarmed
spike.
yourself.
Oh, that's fine. I can still punch this boy. Well,
Go for it.
not anymore. I don't have
let-
action surge anymore.
It's time to bardify the mayor.
Yes.
Oh, that guy hit me like a truck. All right,
Are you
let's see
talking
what-
about Erithmus or the mayor?
the mayor.
I mean, I will if you ask nicely.
Yeah, he's such a nice guy.
So I see him drop his sword, and so I'm just gonna slide my long sword across the floor while I I think I already had my bow out. I think I'm gonna try to shoot him with the bow.
Okay.
Because Stiggy should not be disarmed, so I'm sliding him an extra weapon, and let's see what this bow can do. Hopefully something.
What do we got? I see nothing yet. Oh, I see a number now.
18.
That number is sufficient to get past the mayor's defenses. Now, at this point, the mayor not only has a shield and a weapon, but Siegfried and Bell are in front of you as well. So your arrow is really just threading the needle here to actually hit him.
He's a little tall, so I was hoping I could be able to shoot him in the face.
Right in the
Waiting for that to pop up. Come on.
waiting for his face to pop up.
I'm waiting for the roll to.
Not too shabby.
Did anything pop up?
18.
No, that was
18 to hit, yeah.
I'm waiting for the damage to pop up. It's
We're not seeing
okay.
it.
It's not being shared. It's I could take a picture, but it says 7 + 3, 10 on my screen. I don't know why it's not sharing my damage.
So what I'm sorry, what was the total number?
10. I can take a
10.
picture and show you guys.
I'll believe you for now.
I don't know why it's only showed on here, but send it to you.
You gotta hit the B button.
How to hit the B. Oh yeah, it showed up. You know, I at some point I'll share Facebook Messenger too, and we can do rolls that way.
Well, usually if I just click the thing, it shows up. I don't usually have to click the B.
Yeah,
Unless-
Oh yeah, usually you gotta click the B.
yeah.
Well, not always, because before I could just click it and it would just roll it out, but now I have to click the B this time. So
I'll just click it for fun, but I did roll that on here. So
Okay.
let's just see if it pops up. Oh, there it goes.
Because there was an update to it as well. Also, once it's in there,
now-
if you click on the weapon, it'll actually roll the damage too.
Did somebody wrote?
I did. The
Okay.
table thing did. Because you can click right on the weapon after you've made your roll, and it'll roll the damage for it as well.
Okay, well, choose 9 or 10, whichever you prefer. I mean, one was a 10 on my thing. And this one was a
I've
9.
already reduced said zombie mare by 10. And now he's angry. So who
No
is he
way.
most angry at? It's probably not Siegfried, because Siegfried really, I don't know, he probably just fanned him a little bit with the shield and the sword. So I think the mayor, even though upset at Bell for climbing his head,
I'm on the
is
head,
probably
yeah.
more
Still.
upset at Abraxas for grabbing him. So we're going to have the mayor make an attack at Abraxas.
What?
That's
Come on, you can take
I'm
it.
waiting for my monster to make a roll here for me. My producer's a little behind on the click. Like we're waiting for. Oh my gosh, that's a critical hit.
Goodbye.
That's a 20 plus 6 is 26. Does that hit your armor class, Abraxas?
No.
No, just a bit
I
outside.
don't. Yeah, easily.
So let's see.
Luckily, I leveled up.
There you go. That's another note. After we run through this battle, we're going to talk about leveling our characters to level 3, at which point they're picking the different paths and the extra stuff that characters get at 3. But in the meantime, let's see what our damage is from the mayor.
He rolls.
Because the 20 is going to hit. Natural 20 plus a 6.
Oh, but it's a 1.
Yeah.
We are hit. 16 damage.
That would have ruined me before.
Wrecked them.
Yep, that's half down now.
All right. We're back to Belle here, and at this point, Belle, you can still be hanging out at the dude's neck if you like. He just took a big wallop with his nasty old cleaver-looking thing at Abraxas.
Yeah, seeing the being on top of the head and seeing his head turn sideways and look at my boy Braxy, I'm going to try to attempt to blind him by stabbing both my daggers into his eyes so he can't hurt my boy anymore.
Cool. You could either use daggers or science. I'd accept either.
Oh, I think I also had Bardic inspired both Siegfried and Abraxas last time as well. I think they both still might have their extra die roll.
That's a 7 for the first one.
Let's try it again.
Let's try it again.
I'm just so hot.
You guys are doing
that's
awesome. Oh, if you put them together, you almost hit them.
Almost. So, yeah, I mean, I just try to swing in, and I'm just holding on with my legs, and I just can't get it in.
Yeah, he is. You guys have gotten him kind of into a frenzy now.
It's like a mechanical bull.
After hitting him a bit, and then him being able to get that nice big swing off at Abraxas after the previous one with Miles, he's all pumped up, ready to go. What's Abraxas up to this time?
I'm going to try to hit him with the halberd. I'm just trying to think if I want to. So we're allowing the third level stuff to be used if we need to right now.
Yeah, you're welcome to, because for the listeners, I did ask our players to get their characters to level 3 for this session. So we do have them in D&D Beyond, and as they are, some of them are at level 3. We're just going to take what's there because it doesn't make that much of a difference to our story and might make some of our combat and other numbers-based things more interesting. So we just go for it that way. Yeah.
All right, take a big swing with the halberd and see what's up.
What's up?
Don't hit me.
Nothing.
Don't
Apparently
hit me.
nothing.
Oh
Nothing
my
is
gosh,
up.
guys. All right.
I cannot hit with this thing.
That's sooner or later we'll get the all the sound effects in there for like the wah wah.
Yeah, that's horrible.
So
will you allow me? Will you allow me? No, never mind. I'm using it.
You just have to convince me. I allow just about everything.
Nah,
you just need to
I'm not
convince
gonna
me to do it.
I wouldn't allow it myself.
Damn it, I'm jealous of the Wingstop cup because I can smell the fries, Eli.
I'm sorry.
I'll let you go anyway. Next, go for it.
Yeah.
Eli goes with disadvantage now for the rest of the game.
Yes. Disadvantage.
Honestly, I don't think it's going to change my rolls all that much. So, I'm going to stick with a flair for things. I'm going to move over to the wall. I imagine that the greatsword impaled itself here, just because
that sounds good to me.
It feels right.
Oh, I rolled you a longsword if you needed it, but that's fine.
Well, we'll see what he rolls here because he may have tripped over the longsword. We'll find out.
Oh, yikes.
Gonna take the greatsword, yank it out of the wall, and try to come from the floor up this thing's back.
All right.
Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
Don't hit me.
Get out the way.
There you go. I see a not hit.
Oh, wait. How much does the bardic stuff give me?
The D6, I believe.
I think it's a D6, yeah.
It's a D6.
Yep. Ooh.
To attack or saving throws, I think.
Yeah.
Attack or ability checks.
Yep.
There you go. Yes, that's what I meant to say, and I said saving throws.
Well, I mean, I've got a 1 in 3 chance of this D6 helping me, so you know what? I'm going to use it. I like those odds. Hey, it's not enough. Nope, it's 14 total. And I'm too scared of hitting Bell.
That's what it is. Let's see if Miles is afraid of hitting Bell. He
So for
wasn't
the
last
record-
time.
You were all correct because it's ability checks, attack rolls, and saving
Yep.
throws.
Oh,
It's everything.
neat.
I couldn't be more correct.
All right, Bell, I'm going to try to thread this needle again. Look out, buddy.
You could do it before you said it. Now, ugh. Good luck.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And I say that sincerely. Good luck.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the same roll.
Hey,
That's an 18 again. That is the number you need to hit Mr. Mayor Zombie with an arrow.
Here I go again on my own. Bardic Inspiration also, I need to do that. Make sure I do that to Siegfried.
Yeah.
Down the only
Thank
zombie
you.
mayor I've ever known. It looks like 7.
All right,
We
Bardic
have-
Inspiration as well on Siegfried. Hey, Siegfried, you got this. Smack him until you don't miss.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
The mayor finds humor in your statements and is going to attempt to grab Bell from atop him and throw him against the wall.
I thought you were going to say he was going to throw him at me.
Well, now that you say it, let's see if he
Hey.
grabs him. Let's do an
Never feed
opposed.
the DM, dude.
Let's do an opposed
bad.
acrobatics check here.
okay.
For me, it'll be dexterity.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh my! Guess who rolled a 20 again?
Aw.
20 minus 2 is still an 18.
Yep,
which
still
is
beats
2
me.
higher.
So
And
how
that-
much damage does a halfling do?
Bardic Inspiration, Bell.
Depends what he's wearing.
Is he an improvised weapon? Is it just a D4?
I'm small. This should be a D4. It's like a fastball.
I was thinking, yeah, he is kind of small. It
We
actually
are
would
stuck
be
on
less
baseball,
than
aren't we?
Fastball
less
special.
than throwing a boulder. Yeah, my producer just pointed out to me that my producer has rolled 3 critical hits against you guys so far. So
Yeah, she's not. Jasper's
Okay.
not allowed to play anymore.
I'm
Fired.
pleased. I'm pleased with Jasper's performance.
I'm just gonna, as he picks me up to throw me, I'm gonna be like, Miles, catch me.
Catch me.
Wait, what?
Bell just realizes, like, oh, it's over. Miles!
Let's call this a. I'm going to do a D8 plus strength for this.
Bye,
Let's
Miles.
see what my D8 is. I've just got to wait for it here. And Miles, give me a dexterity roll, please. Your DC is 18
Okay.
because this is a halfling that is being flung at you
Dexterity
with
roll,
an
22.
18.
Nice.
All right, so you avoid any of the damage from the halfling. Who
So
does
I just
go
whiz by
you.
your, I just whiz by your head. Ah!
So, Jason, I always like your descriptions. A bell is being tossed a good 10, 15 feet at least, past Miles, into all of these bones from the skeletons that you guys have wiped out. And you will take 9 points of damage. What does that look like for poor Bell?
Ooh. So as the creature comes up, I'm trying to again stab it in the eyes. Just 2 big meaty hands grab me and just chuck me fastball. And as I'm tumbling through the air, my eyes lock with Miles, and I'm like, "Catch me, buddy!" And he just dives out of the way, and I'm like, "Oh!" And he just keeps going. I smash face first into the bones and things. I have like splinters of bones in my face and everything. I'm like, "Oh, God!" And I'm
Thank you for that.
slow to get up.
Sorry, all I heard was cat, and I saw something flying towards my face.
Thought it was a
We,
cat.
Can somebody move Bell over there?
I can move myself. I'm just changing
Cool.
my hit points.
You know, I
real
keep
quick.
forgetting because I can't see you. I assume you can't see me.
Yeah, I was just moving my hit points. Let me go and move
Yeah.
myself.
You're cool. There it is. Yeah, for some reason, I just completely disconnected. Not to mention, it's a J there, which is what's there usually when I'm on because I'm Joe. So I keep thinking sometimes that I'm there as well as here. And there were 3 of you, so I think we're just going to let you take a turn next. Go ahead, Jason.
Okay.
Let's hear Bell recover a little bit from this.
Yeah, so getting up and again pulling some of the bone shards out of my face and looking over at Miles with some, puppy dog eyes going, bro, you didn't catch me. My daggers are...
DM didn't give me a choice.
Didn't give you a choice.
He said,
You failed.
I lost my daggers. Both of them flew out of my hands as I was
My
chucked.
dexterity
I
was-
turned, I grabbed my toothpick shooter, my crossbow, and I turned and I just going to take a shot right in the face of this thing here, trying to split the arrow that Miles had in there before.
Nice.
I didn't feel anything.
It was
I
a
could've-
fail for you, Randy. If you succeeded, you weren't taking damage. If you failed, you were going to take half of the damage that was being dealt to Bell. So it was a fail situation for you. There's really no way to win.
That was a 15.
15 doesn't quite
Yeah.
do it. It actually ricochets off of the arrow that Miles left in him, and it hits the wall and wedges itself against the blade of the greatsword over there.
Yeah. With my last movement here.
I know you pulled it out of the wall. I'm just making stuff up.
With my last
This is
movement, I'll
stubborn,
move
mother.
behind this chair over here, and
yeah.
I'll use my bonus action to hide.
Ooh,
I
let's see
reload.
that one. You blend in with the skeletons better now.
I mean, he is full of bones.
That's
Yeah.
a 20 for hiding. Oh, that's sleight of hand. It was my bad. Sleight of hand.
You stole the skeleton.
Well, in this case, it's a sleight of body.
Yeah.
He's
It's a
just holding up
16.
a skeleton like a marionette puppet.
There, yes.
There you go.
Like your buddy that was on your chair last time, Eli.
Hey, boss, don't throw any
Yeah.
more people over here.
All right, Chris. I'd like to see Abraxas do something successfully. What do you say?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Successfully got hit. Oh!
Oh,
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, that's always
fired.
me. I'm
Shots
always taking the hits.
And we love
he's
you for
leading
it.
with a 300 average.
Leading with my face.
Leading with a face.
You're
So
my favorite Gordian.
for one of the channel divinity things, sacred weapon, it says it's an act as an action I can imbue a weapon. I feel it kind of sucks. I got to take a whole action to do this thing, and I can't attack. I think that's kind of lame. So, what do you want to do with that?
What if you're imbuing it while you're just running at him shoulder first or something?
Yeah,
You're
that's
not
fine.
attacking with your weapon, but throwing yourself at him.
Oh, Mr. Mayor.
I don't want- yeah, I mean,
Well, let's
The
see what you roll. You
skele-
may indeed throw
the
yourself at his
skeletons-
feet.
well, I mean, it gives me the extra bonus. I don't know how this is going to play out because it gives me an extra +2 to hit, but I'm not sure if it's going to add in everything together. If it's, well, I'll find out when I roll it. So this would be, this might add the +2 here. We'll see what happens.
And your last engagement to the skeleton
Hey!
didn't go well. So
Right, but technically that's an extra +5 with my actual to hit with the halberd. So that just added the +2 for the channel divinity.
Good hit.
technically, I'm going to let you cross-check this guy.
Okay, that works with me.
That's what we're going to go with here. We're going to
Right.
cross sports a little bit here.
Yeah. So basically, well, I'll just read it out. I can imbue a weapon with holding positive energy. Gives me I can use my charisma for attack bonuses, and it emits a bright light in 20-foot radius, and then a dim light 20 feet beyond that.
So that's
the
what
we-
I want to have for you for your next turn. This turn is just going to be hitting him with your body.
Okay.
I'm
So
still
what do you
going
want me to roll?
I'm going to let you still make this attack. I'm going to say you hit him because you made a roll that was high enough already.
Right. Gotcha.
All right, so you got that. You hit him, but it's that you're just rushing into him while you're doing your magic-y stuff.
Yeah, I gotcha. What kind of damage do you want me to roll for that?
What do you think for? What did we do for the unarmed strike before?
D4 is unarmed strike.
Yeah, the honor strike is just a D4, which is kind of weak. I feel
Well,
like.
give me a D4 plus your strength modifier. What is your strength modifier?
It's +3.
Yeah, so you could get up to 7 out of a free attack.
Hey,
So I got the force of 7 points. Yeah,
There you go.
Nice.
nice.
that's not too
Yeah,
shabby.
and like I said, as a free attack, that's not so bad.
Yeah, not too shabby.
And I reduce Mr. Mayor by 7 points, and we get Siegfried off deck into the batter's box.
Bum, 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 ba, ba,
The sound kind of
bum,
matched
ba,
that you're making the zombie sound there.
ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right, once more with feeling.
Into the breach.
Great sword, trying to hack off this boy's legs. How
17.
dare you? Wait, you gave me another inspiration, right?
Yes.
Oh, I should have used
I'm
that.
gonna take it.
He said popcorn, hot dog.
That's a 20
So,
total
20.
to hit. 17 plus 3.
That is going to hit without Miles cheering you on. You would not have succeeded.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
So now it's the 2d6.
2D from Facts of Life?
Yeah, sure.
Hey!
Yeah, sure. Whatever that old guy's talking about.
That's 10 plus 3. That's 13 damage. I feel like a
Look.
dick now, but like I don't know what you're
Because
talking
my
about.
pop culture references are from the 80s. Come on.
I got it.
13. That's
Yeah.
13 total because my strength mod.
I'm sorry, we
13.
baby millennials don't know what you're talking about, old man. Okay,
So
boomer.
at this point, since you were sweeping the leg, Johnny, you actually took his right leg off at the knee.
Put him in a body bag.
Get him a body bag! Ah!
No mercy.
Yeah, that's right.
Did
Not
you
this
just
dude,
punch
Joe.
your pop filter?
No.
All right, Miles.
The
Yeah.
crowd goes wild.
Remember here, Miles, Randy, you cannot finish him off because Bell needs to have the steal.
That's true.
Every time the universe has decreed it.
Yes.
Well, I hit him twice in a row, so I don't really see this going a third time, but I'm
There's
still
your
gonna
bardic
give it a shot.
inspiration.
Hey, I mean, I rolled 3 fails and they just got progressively worse. You might just get better and better. Who knows?
There
Hey,
you go.
Abraxas, kill the sky. I'm gonna give you the power of some
Die.
to die.
Power of Y. Super
Of
Y.
Y. Super Y. So bardic inspiration Abraxas, because I think he can finish the job. And now I'm gonna attempt.
Give you the power of rye and just throw some bread at him.
Oh, the
Yes.
power of you got close.
Is
Yep.
it seedless or seeded rye?
Clank.
Whichever's the worst one.
This was actually the power of pumpernickel, which wasn't quite
Ah.
good.
Ah,
enough.
yeah.
I love me some
It
pumpernickel.
just never.
Yeah.
Well, Sonny, that was close, but no cigar.
It's that pumpernickel they give you with, I think it's the honey butter at Outback.
Damn, getting hungry.
It's the mayor's turn.
I'm going to take a break to get some fries from Wingstop.
I'm sorry.
All right, Mr. Mayor. He is hopping around on his leg and going to just try falling right into Abraxas Cleaver first.
Let me
Let's see
catch it
what
with my
the-
face.
Abraxas, you are one hell of a tank. I have taken like almost no damage this whole campaign, and it's all because you keep going.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
your face.
Well, that's kind of my thing.
Miles
So
gets hit and falls on the ground. That seems to be his thing.
we
Yeah.
are going to cover
Really?
both ends of the spectrum here, but not completely. A 2 plus 6 is 8. I don't think that's actually going to hit Abraxas this time.
We'll miss. Yeah.
I
wouldn't even
think
hit Miles.
missing
flip.
half of his leg might have hindered his ability to attack.
Yeah. He's a little off
somewhat.
balance.
I mean, yeah, it happens.
And he's not happy about it, I'll tell you that.
I'll see if I can improve his voice for him.
He's a politician. He's never happy.
All right, Bell, I assure you, you can finish him.
All right, Bell again, cocking his hand crossbow back. He takes a few deep breaths and turns and tries to finish off this guy.
See, you're
Shooting
getting
him.
cocky.
There we go. Oh no, it's not, it wasn't a breath of cockiness. It was a and a pulling
As
things
you
up.
were cocking.
He said, hand
I get it.
Oh, that's a 7. That's a miss.
Just a little too cocky there, bud.
Hey, that almost hit me.
You know what? I don't know the last time Abraxas killed something.
Might be a first.
I'm sure
I
killed
think
some
the
of
goblin
skeletons.
camp-
Goblins, yeah.
Yeah, I think I killed some of the skeletons too.
Yeah, I was about to like. There's no way Abraxas hasn't killed any of the zombies or skeletons in this
Bell
town
just
hall.
makes it look so damn good.
I just take all the hits
You know.
and everybody does all the
Yeah,
damage.
as I turned
Yes.
to go fire because I was hyperventilating. I didn't cock it all the way correctly, and it just flips out, shoots in the ceiling
Dry
instead.
fire. That's always fun to deal with.
I think I saw that movie too. Didn't cock it all the way.
Yep.
Correct.
I played a supporting role.
All the way. What?
We'll get a rim shot in here for sound effects and for that's what she said. What's Abraxas gonna do?
I'm gonna use my imbued. I'm gonna use my sacred weapon thing. Let's see if I can get the hit. So I'm gonna roll the challenge divinity again, but an extra +5 normally.
Okay.
So we'll see what this shows up as. So plus 19, technically.
Okay.
Also, bardic inspiration. So
yeah, I'll use that. Can I use that for damage, or is that just hits? And
no, just hits.
Yep. I'm not going to burn it. So I think I got the hit anyway.
Go for it. So go for it with your damage. That is
damage.
Do you add to the damage with the sacred weapon thing?
No, technically I hit him, so I can burn a spell slot and use divine smite on him.
Oh yeah, you definitely should do that.
Just to burn him down here.
Because I see 6 points.
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna do it. Just light him up.
Oh, light him up.
Here comes
light him up. Light him up.
So, well, he's gonna get
fire.
He's gonna get this, and he's gonna get an extra because he's undead. He's gonna get some extra 1d8 here. Oh, so 16 points of damage. Undead. 16 points of damage.
You know what? You need to carry a halfling around with you so you have halfling luck and you can re-roll this crap.
That's true.
Just have a halfling foot on a necklace.
Exactly. Oh, you just need a thin piece of string.
I'm used to riding on Abraxas' shoulders. I mean, we could always tag team things like that.
So what's the total number of damage, Chris?
16.
Because he has, as a D&D 5th edition zombie, he has a chance of living through the attack.
He's got 16 damage.
Okay. So let me do the Constitution saving throw here from Mr. Zombie Mayor. And see what... Oh, 14. So not enough for him to hang around. At this point, the sacredness of your sacred weapon seems to release something from the mayor, and the body of the zombie just falls to the ground. But where it was standing, there's now kind of a bright, light, sparkly looking form that's just hanging in the air. We will drop out of initiative. This is now not unless, of course, Siegfried immediately just attacks the bright, sparkly thingy. We will drop out of initiative.
I will have my weapon ready to attack.
Okay.
just Abraxas would see Siegfried just slowly raising his greatsword, look at Abraxas and like raise his eyebrows in a question, like,
So it is
old.
It's especially for Abraxas, perhaps because of the whole paladin thing that you would need to learn about some supernatural things. It seems spiritual, spirity, mystical.
Mystical, yeah.
There's something. Yeah, that is that like a Zelda sword or something?
Nerf Marauder longsword.
Okay. Hey. But that's what's in front of you, and you can almost hear the glitter. It's that sparkly kind of. Yeah. If I can hear the glitter, I'm attacking with advantage, damn it.
Yeah. I walk over to Miles and I'm like, you were cheering him on. Is that what happens every single time? I mean, like, he gets all shiny and glittery?
I had no part of that. Anyway, so we killed the dude.
The zombie form of the mayor is lying motionless on the ground. The sparkly thing is still there.
Well, let me just pull this loot out real fast.
So everybody can see the sparkly thing.
Oh yeah.
Is it what kind of form? Is it like a humanoid form, or is it just kind of like this massive energy or something?
As if the thing that's behind your head in the screen, the whole corona effect, was solid.
Okay.
Yes, but was solid and continually sparkling as if disco ball-y. Think of it maybe as like a disco ball that's so bright that it's fuzzy.
Okay, gotcha.
That kind of feel to it. And Arithmus is currently testing the strength of his deodorant.
So far, so good from here.
Whoa, I don't know if I've ever measured my deodorants by flavor.
I will reach out to the mystical energy ball.
There's another show title.
Reach out, touch ball.
Give me a wisdom check, please.
Just straight wisdom, or can I use any?
Whatever modifier you have for wisdom, but it is a straight wisdom check.
Yeah, okay. That's really cool. Let's see what I get here. 19.
Nice.
Okay. As soon as your hand gets inside the specifically glowy part, you feel a cold, but you also feel a knowledge that the spirit of the mayor is what's in front of you at this point. And you hear a voice in your head. This is just Abraxas that would hear this, but everybody else from the outside, you can tell Abraxas is having a spiritual experience right now. It's kind of obvious that he's in communication with this thing. But Abraxas inside, you hear, it is time that we were released. This is just the beginning.
How do we do that?
I'm going to say you have to say this out loud so people will hear your side of the conversation. How about that?
That's fine.
That way, at least people can kind of try and interpret, and we're not just splitting the party. But he says, you must find the priest and you must find the wizard.
How do we do what, Abraxas?
How do we get to underneath the church?
Well, there's that slab, you know, dude.
Yeah, no, yeah, we have a slab there. Who's
just gonna move it?
And while they're talking, you hear also in your head, the priest carries the key.
We've already looked in the church. He doesn't seem to be there.
No, that's true. We already have looked in the church here. Braxton, what are you talking about, man?
Where else would he be? And what about this wizard you speak of?
Dude, what are you talking about?
I think he's talking to the orb.
To the orb?
The orc?
Orb.
Did he get hit? He got hit in the head pretty bad, didn't he?
Did some shrooms work him down?
I think
he
we
actually
all
did get clobbered pretty bad.
Yeah. Got some brain splash going on.
So the spirit, the mayor speaks to you more that the wizard is lost to time. The priest is in the church. He's a spirit. He's got to speak in some kind of stupid riddle. Sorry.
No, I get it. I know what's going on. I got it.
Oh, he knows what's going on. That's good, guys.
I guess I can go now.
Wait.
Abraxas, can you hear us?
Is he still in the orb, like talking to it?
Yes.
Oh, I want him to.
I mean, until Abraxas pulls out, this is still going steady.
I'd never pull out.
Buckle up, kids. We're gonna
tell me about this god of the sun you worshipped.
This episode is not.
The following podcast is explicitly explicit.
Yeah. I'm going to climb up Abraxas' back and try to look and see what he's looking at.
He's doing this. And you can see everything that he sees. He's not seeing anything more than I shouldn't really say it that way, but when you're standing there looking at it, you do still see the same sparkly orb of spiritual connection that Abraxas walked up to and put his hand in. So it hasn't changed at all. That's probably a better way to put it.
Gotcha.
It's all the same. You just don't hear what Abraxas is hearing. And Abraxas, the mayor tells you the The God we worshipped was deceitful without us knowing. The sun always sets.
It always rises too.
Yes.
Astute observation.
Exactly.
What do you mean? What do you?
I admire your grasp of the obvious.
He never pulls out and he always rises. Okay. I'm leaving.
I'm staying.
Yeah, I got to think of the conversation from just that side too. It always rises.
Whap.
I will not abandon my comrade. And Siegfried is going to go to the door to make sure nobody sneaks up on him while he's talking to God.
What can you tell? What can you tell me about Gore?
I can't. It's like there's a struggle in the voice. I can't.
All right. So after we find the priest and the wizard, what do we do?
They must be stopped as you stopped the body holding me.
Okay. Understood.
They must be free to move on from this prison.
All right. It will be done.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
All right. I pull my hand up.
Collect call from
You find yourself
God.
You find me sitting on your shoulder, just looking at you.
When did you get here?
Are you all right, buddy? You all right?
I thought you were in the other room. I just need another flaming dragon. I'll be okay.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you were talking a little crazy there, buddy. I mean,
all right. So
the disco ball of sparkly fuzziness does start to rise towards the ceiling very slowly. This is the reverse of the ball dropping in Times Square kind of thing.
look at
It's
that.
going to take a minute to get out of here, is what I'm saying. It's not like pew, gone.
Braxis, did you cause that sparkly ball to start heading towards the ceiling?
he does whatever he wants. I guess I'm not the king of the mayor here. So
I ain't the king of disco.
I'm not the king of disco. So you mentioned that we have to find the priest and the wizard. Now he did say the priest is still in the church someplace. The only way we can get through the slab is to find the priest. He has the key to get underneath the church. So see what's up.
I don't recall seeing any bodies in there. Did anyone see any bodies lying around?
Well,
No,
yeah, we're going to find out. But what was interesting, he said we have to also find the wizard, and the wizard was lost to time, which made me think of Bob stuck in the time port thing over there.
Sounds like Bob to me.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my guess. But but Bob's not a zombie, so this is kind of interesting because basically he's saying the body is holding them back, is holding them like imprisoning their spirit. And we have to destroy the bodies. So I'm not sure about the Bob thing, but it kind of reminded me of that.
So he wants us to kill Bob?
I don't know.
with that.
Maybe it's something else.
What about Bob?
I guess we'll find out. We haven't seen him. We technically can go back there and.
Yeah, I mean, he's stuck there. We know where to find him, but the priest is that's more elusive.
Yeah. Well, we definitely have to deal with the priest first.
There's a priest's corpse near the back of the church.
Yeah, but it wasn't was it just a priest or the priest, the high priest? I'm assuming he meant the high priest, the guy that was the guy that was killed first, according to the records.
The just as a refresher, Eli was the only one that had his character go through that spot of the church. So Siegfried Arithmus is the only one who saw this. Just to as that refresher. So whatever he tells you he saw is accurate.
Got it.
Seems worth checking out.
Yes. Out of respect for his corpse, I did not rife through his pockets.
So a priest, a wizard, and a paladin walk into an inn.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
What do they do when they walk into the inn?
Order flaming dragons all around.
I don't know. They just ordered some food. Why are you asking me so many questions about my customer?
I thought that was going. Never mind. Okay, so let's go find the priest.
Well, I feel a little beat up right now. I wouldn't mind.
Nosy little guy.
Come on, what time of day is this right now? It was still pretty early, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, if I see that right, it's 4:51. Is that right, Randy?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. It's been about 7 days.
Actually, what I'd like to call this now is a safe time and place for a long rest so we can talk about characters to level 3.
Okay.
Siegfried was actually just about to suggest, well, we've cleared out this building. All the windows still look to be covered with iron. Let's just board up the front door, take a nap.
Let's go to the least smelly room, too.
The disembodied hand tussles my hair.
I don't know. Stinks in here pretty bad.
I'm jealous.
It happens.
The last room had only skeletons, so might be the least smelly room.
Guess what it's doing?
Starving. So the other thing I was going to point out is you're in a town hall with just a lot of rotten corpses and stuff, but you've been in here for like a couple hours now. You guys actually took a short rest looking at the parchments where the fireplaces were as well. So I don't think the smell is probably going to mess with you at this point. Up to you guys how you handle it from here.
Actually, do you guys just want to go to the watchtowers? One of those seems like a better place to go.
I have no preference.
Yeah, I mean, there's like anybody's home we could technically go
Let
to.
me I'm actually gonna switch the map here for a second. If I can remember the right way to do this.
City map?
See Kidney Town?
City map!
Hey.
Kidney
It's
Town.
Candy Town.
Hey.
Welcome
love
to
it.
a kidney wonderland.
Press the buttons to get rid of this thing. Okay. So this is let me zoom out a little. This is my crude drawing of the shape of the town you're in, the city. Okay. That TH is town hall. CH was church. And one of the reasons I wanted to point this out was you can see from where you are, you'd have to get to the edges of town to go to those guard towers because they're around on the 4 sides. Plus, when I mentioned the symbol you were finding on things, it's the shape of the city. Remember I was saying it looked almost like a hexagon with a star in the middle, kind of pointing out. That's the shape of the city. So I want to bring those things together. But just to give you that idea of where you guys are now, you might just want to hang out where you are. Heck, you could sit in the middle of town square circle, right in the middle of the squared circle. And however you guys want to go about resting. I'll leave that up to you. But I wanted to do this to give you the idea of the town. Also, keep in mind, I didn't draw all the squares and rectangles for all the buildings, but the whole thing is kind of filled in. And it's outside of town to the east where there was farmland and crops and stuff. So I'll throw that out there for you guys to make your decision now.
Siegfried would vote to stay in the town hall. It's the most defensible building, and we know everything in there is dead.
Yeah, as I pick splinters out of my face, I'll agree with that.
Yes, I agree.
We're good.
All right, just throwing it out there.
Suck it, Miles. You're just gonna have to smell it.
Hey,
so let's talk level 3.
I'm going to pay for that.
I'm going to stop sharing the screen here. If I can get, I forgot I put that in front of that. So I have to press that so I can do this. All right.
Hey.
Hey, we can see Jason again.
Hey.
Not.
You can imagine a face of perfection. That's all you got to do. Just imagine that.
We've already got mine.
That's where we are, man. We are so there.
And Chris doesn't have a nose.
With our level up,
there it is.
Just as a reminder, we're doing full hit points. So make sure you hit that. Whatever your max hit points is, go ahead and add those in. But then we want to hear a little bit about what you've chosen as far as moving your character forward. Level 3 is a big step. Eli, you mentioned it in the chat first when I said level 3. You're like, "Ooh, yay, archetypes!" Or you get to start picking a path or something. You said champion.
It's a sexy picture, Miles.
Trying to put you on the screen.
There you go. I'd like to see. I'd like to hear a little bit about yours because I think you're probably chewing on a fry or something. And I'm trying to just
Why do you keep reading? I didn't order the fries. I didn't.
That's what breaks my heart all the more.
I wanted a single order of the carrot celery sticks, and they gave me double fries. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just want some wings.
That's a beautiful thing when they mess up that way.
Yeah.
Normally, yes, but I don't know. Tonight just didn't seem like a fry night. Regardless,
Every night is a fry night.
I was going to say, everybody crazy?
Yeah.
I'm with
I'm not
man.
crazy. I'm
Joe,
just
kick him out of the room right now.
Yeah. It makes me think somebody there was like, this guy doesn't eat carrots and celery. Right? Just give him the damn fries he really wants. All right, we'll give him double.
dang it.
So yeah, tell us how Siegfried is moving on to level 3.
So with 3rd level, I decided to stick on with fighter. I chose the champion subclass as looking over everything. It's definitely the simplest, the easiest to keep track of. It's just you get your normal fighter progression, your extra attacks, ability score increases. But the big thing about champion is they get to increase their critical threat range. So instead of having to roll a 20 to crit, you can roll a 19, and you can. I want to say like 16th level, you can get it as low as an 18.
Yep.
Nice.
Which is pretty dope. I love having a 15% chance to crit at any given point in time.
Not a bad thing.
And if you get into the math of it, which I don't want to, but I kind of do anyways.
It can be fun.
Yeah, it's so like one of the things with fighters is with all the extra attacks that you're rolling on your turn, you have a higher and a higher chance of rolling a natural 1. So with the expanded critical threat, you instead have a significantly higher chance of rolling a crit. It kind of offsets it and eventually puts it in your favor, no matter how many attacks you're rolling.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're more likely to do spectacular good than you are spectacular bad as you move on. Yeah.
The another reason I went with champion, kind of playing into the simplicity, is later on down the line, I want to say like 7th level, assuming we survive. I want to go into druid to actually like move myself into being a caster. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and it'll be a neat way to explore the character with the whole magic initiate feat and trying to learn spells and all that nonsense. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Why druid of all the spellcasters?
It's what I took for magic initiate and 5e wizard and sorcerer. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying they don't appeal to me.
Gotcha.
And speaking of nonsense, I'd like to hear what Belle's doing for level 3.
Well, Belle is an interesting character, and I always like to put in elements of roleplay into the leveling up. So how I picture this is we spent a night with the wizard Bob, and during that time Belle was very active around the books that he had, and seeing how Belle is magically challenged and how most of his friends are not, and seeing how cool magic was, Belle took the arcane trickster. But in my role-playing visage of it is, during the time he was at the tower, he memorized and looked over several books and was able to go, okay, cool. And over the course of, the next several days of us traveling together during like the long rest and stuff, he would try to go over them. And he slowly started to figure out that, I can do these little magical things, not nearly as good as, some of his friends who have been, born with magical powers or have had much more practice and training at that. But that's what I decided to go with here. So Belle learned several new spells. There was 3 cantrips and then 3 first level spells. He did not take anything that would actually benefit anybody in combat for a large degree, and that's because Belle wanted to do things that would make more sense with, say, being that spy James Bond-esque kind of person. So he took things like Mage Hand, which is something that comes with the arcane trickster feat. He took Message, because again, the hand gesturing that he's done trying to communicate back and forth to his teammates doesn't seem to always work.
What about Knock? Knock would be a fun one.
I didn't have Knock actually as far as in my list. minor illusion so that he can create some things.
He could be a half inch taller.
Yep, and because he wants to know more about like literature, and he's always down for that kind of stuff. But he doesn't speak a lot of languages. He took comprehend languages,
like
disguise self. So again, increasing his ability to change and do things. Although he can't change things more than a foot higher or lower, so it's still going to be very short whatever he changes into. And then Featherfall.
Cool.
Always a good one.
Yeah,
Featherfall.
Yeah, and that was primarily because of Erethnus when he almost fell off the mountain.
Falling down the mountain.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure that he could save any of his friends in case of something like that happening.
And we witnessed a little bit of what Abraxas was doing for third level. Tell us a little bit more about it, Chris.
I ended up taking the Oath of Devotion, which kind of worked out to kind of how Braxis already is a little bit. It's to me, it's like the classic paladin trope where you have the honesty, courage, compassion, honor, and duty. You know, the whole like white knight or knight in shining armor kind of guy.
You said
honor.
You said honor.
Honor.
He got duty on his honor.
And then so part of the thing I get the I can turn undead, and then the other thing was the sacred weapon, which I did use. And then I get a couple extra spells, protection from evil and good, and sanctuary for the that oath, those. And then eventually later on, I get extra stuff. You know, higher you go.
Now, turn undead uses channel divinity for the paladin too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So
I knew it did for the cleric. I just couldn't remember if it was a
turn the unholy.
Yeah. And last but not least, I saved him for last because he passed gas. Go, Miles.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, so Randy, what is Miles bringing to the table at level 3?
Miles at third level got to choose a Bard College. I went with the Bard College of Lore. I'm still trying to figure out some of that. It's sounds like I can choose spells from different characters' spell lists, but I'm not really sure. I still got some studying to do because I threw this together a few hours ago. But in doing that, I was able to choose 3 more proficiencies. Let me find my character.
Did you do the Jack of all trades thing?
I did.
That's something that comes with all Bard's classes, I believe.
Yeah, I think it comes with that.
Yep.
Okay. I thought it was something you had to pick at some point, but okay. It's just one of my favorite things with a Bard. I like the idea that you can get a little bit better chance to do just about everything, because I love to just try everything knowing that I'm not going to succeed.
So I was able to choose 3 more proficiencies through the lore one. I believe I put more into performance. I think it was deception. I should have wrote this down. And stealth is what the other one was. Also,
I like the progression there. No, really, it was a good performance. Well, I guess I should sneak out of here.
I thought he just loved Bell's performances so much he wanted to emulate them.
Also, he got a feature called Expertise, where I was able to choose, I think it was 2 more proficiencies. Where were those at? Man, I threw this together so last minute. It was... Oh, man, I wish I knew where to find this stuff.
You know what's funny is I left you for last because I knew you had put some of this stuff together as we were starting.
Oh, I
figured 8, you would have a chance.
I got 8 windows open right now. I was trying to look all this up while you guys are talking, but I wanted to listen too.
No, but that's
Why don't you just have 8 screens? Come on.
Oh, come on.
With it, man.
At third level for college lore, you also would get cutting words, which is a lot of fun.
I saw something about that, but it wasn't on here for some reason.
If it's part of Player's Handbook, you should be able to see it. Because I did share the Player's Handbook resource.
It was more. It was more of the skills. It was just a limited amount. I had 4 or 5 I could choose from. That's what it was. So there was more that I got to add to perception and other stuff as well. So that's just some stuff getting some crazy boosts right there. So I also get to choose a 2nd level spell finally. And I'm up to 4 first level spells. I have yet to choose them. I was actually in the process of doing that as well. And I might go with Shatter is what I'm thinking. But I haven't fully committed to anything yet. I will know by the next episode.
Very cool.
Nice.
Speaking of the next episode, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm taking for level 3.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a good one.
when it comes to that, we're going to wrap this one up, and we can all say...
Preceding podcast.
Bye-bye.
You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
Man, you're gonna
Insert
have
witty comment here.
You're gonna have a lot of episodes under your belt.
So the wizard turns to the paladin and he's... Can you believe this guy?
There's an actually audible comment here.
I do believe.